A girl who can multiply herself, who can easily be soloed by fucking Mark. The most useless nigga with immortality, who can also be soloed by Mark. A fucking Martian and Black Samson. What the fuck are these niggas gonna do? This is literally the team of niggas who have never won a fight. Recently, I've been getting back into watching comics and superhero shit after taking a long hiatus and watching real nigga shit like Snowfall. And after reading and watching hella anime comics and all that, I've noticed that the trope of the powerless superhero shows up too fucking much. More times than not, they make the nigga either unkillable or the leader of the niggas. Now, some shows do like a better iteration of this trope, like some Avengers movies and some characters in Naruto, specifically Rock Lee. But on the other hand, you have shows like The Fucking Boys and any fucking Batman comic. Like, why the fuck are these regular ass niggas getting this far when it comes to put belt to ass? All the powers to be animated. But to understand what I'm talking about, I feel like I should give an example. And one scene that came to my head immediately was this scene from The Boys where Huey was sneaking up on Homelander. A little context behind what this scene is about. Huey and the niggas are trying to get information on Victoria Newman on her being a soup. So in this scene, Huey was in the vents, right? I want everyone to fucking know that this nigga Homelander literally has superhuman hearing. And this nigga Huey was being loud as shit. So how in the fucking world did this nigga not hear him? Who fucking knows? Now, I don't know the extent to his superhuman hearing, but nigga, be dead ass. This nigga was being loud as shit. Homelander has literally shown before that he can dead ass hear people breathing from like small like distances or hear people whispering. So how the fuck can you not hear this fucking skinny ass white ass nigga in the fucking vents cluttering everywhere? And even if Homelander didn't hear Huey moving around in the fucking vent, MM was literally talking to this nigga in the fucking headset. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. This nigga can dead ass hear heartbeats. So what the fuck makes you think that he cannot hear a fucking person talking in a fucking earpiece? It's just bullshit. Look, so when Huey does get noticed by Homelander and Homelander like flies up and lasers the thing, Huey is fucking gone in that bitch. So it's like, one, how the fuck did he escape without anybody hearing him like run the fuck away? And two, how the fuck did Homelander not hear which direction he went? Because I know damn well he did not escape that fast and nobody's heard him. Now, it is shown later in the scene that Huey is making a lot of fucking noise and Homelander does notice and lasers about where he is. But my thing is, if you notice niggas in the fucking vent and you're really trying to kill him, why not just laser the whole vent? It's like shit like this that I be saying, bro. Like, these powerless niggas, they be getting away with a lot of shit because the niggas who are supposed to be like the Superman in the fucking show are just dumb as fuck. And even so, he didn't even have to just laser the vent. This nigga can fly. So why are you not flying through the vent? I promise you, Homelander is more than capable of just running through the whole fucking vent, grabbing the nigga and throwing him on the fucking ground. But moving on, everybody knows about Batman, the Cape Crusader, the Arkham Knight, the rich nigga in the bat costume. But do the fucking writers know this is a regular nigga? There should be no fucking reason at all as to why any of his powered enemies like Bane and sometimes Superman should have issues like beating him. Now, I'm not really into any Batman comics. I haven't really read much. But when it comes to the animated shows and movies, they be making this nigga seem like he can just beat anybody. Like, why has this nigga dodged Omega Beams? Like, they're programmed not to fucking miss. Again, he is a regular ass nigga. So why the fuck is he dodging an Omega Beam? But, bro, this nigga fucking Darkseid is damn near a god. Now, I could understand if a nigga like Superman or Flash dodges because of how fast they are. This nigga Batman can he's probably only faster than like an Olympian. Like, he could, how fast can this nigga run? You're trying to tell me that a nigga who can run 30 miles per fucking hour can outrun a fucking Omega Beam that are literally made to fucking always hit its target and go through anything until it reaches its fucking target? That shit doesn't even make any fucking sense. What the fuck are you niggas talking about? Another show I want to bring light to when it comes to this trope is Invincible. Now, Invincible doesn't really have that many powerless characters that are part of like the main cast. The two that I'm thinking of are Black Samson and Darkwing. Now, before we get to the bullshit of Black fucking Samson, I want to talk about Darkwing briefly. This nigga is this universe's Batman or whatever. He gets dogged on like a motherfucker. Now, I think Darkwing is a more realistic version of how Batman should be. Now, obviously, Darkwing isn't as smart or intelligent as Batman, but on a base scale, this nigga Darkwing is literally just a regular nigga in a fucking bat costume. That's literally what Batman is. He does the same shit. And whenever they were fighting Omni-Man and shit, this nigga got picked up like almost like what, first or some shit? I don't even remember. This should be the same exact thing that happens when Batman tries to fight Superman. Not saying Superman should want to kill the nigga, but it's like, bro, this nigga Superman is like literally one of the top 3 strongest characters in fucking fiction. So how the fuck is this nigga getting soloed by a regular nigga? A regular nigga! Now this next section was supposed to be about Black Samson and Darkwing from Invincible, but after further research, I really did not know that Black Samson even fucking had powers. But apparently this nigga has super strength and durability or whatever the fuck. But couldn't tell my ass this nigga does jack fucking shit and always gets his ass beat. Like I promise you, every time he's been on screen fighting, he's gotten his ass beat. I don't think I've seen him win one fight. What fight has this nigga won? I do still want to talk about something specifically that was kind of on my mind since I brought up Invincible. When Mark got done putting the fucking pause on the Sinclair bot ass niggas and the team was split into two, I was looking at both sides and I was like, these niggas cannot be dead ass. They have a girl who can multiply herself, who can easily be soloed by fucking Mark. The most useless nigga with immortality who can also be soloed by Mark. A fucking Martian and Black Samson. What the fuck are these niggas gonna do? This is literally the team of niggas who have never won a fight. I haven't seen any of these niggas win a fight on screen. None of these niggas have won a fight. There's no way these niggas think that they can be the new Guardians of the Globe. Like what the fuck is this Martian gonna do when Rex comes around with his goated ass on my fucking shit? I love Rex. And fucking Sig spams him with fucking bombs and shit. Like bro, nigga Rex, like bro, nigga really Rex can solo half the fucking team. But I do think there are good ways to play this trope of like the powerless hero though. Like if you look at the Avengers movies, there is a good margin of them who don't have powers, like Iron Man, Widow, Hawkeye, Star-Lord. And I know Star-Lord actually is like apparently some deity ass, Buddha ass, one above all ass nigga, but nigga, let's be dead ass. Nigga has no fucking powers. When it comes to dealing with threats that are bigger than them, that aren't some shit that they can fuck up, they actually run the fuck away like a normal, sane-minded nigga who's in a group of powered niggas would do. The best example I could find of this is when Hawkeye was trying to find the Infinity Gauntlet after the building had blew up, and he saw the niggas in the hallway and he ran away. Like I feel like a nigga like Batman in that situation would have tried to fight the niggas, or any other of the niggas that I've named so far. They would have tried to fight the motherfuckers. Maybe Huey, but like you get the point. And now I don't want to be that dude to have to compare Iron Man and Batman, but let's be realistic, they're like one and the same type of person. They have very similar backstory. When Iron Man is in an instance where he wasn't stronger than the nigga he was fighting at, that nigga took his L and became a real nigga afterwards. Batman, they just write the nigga as like always being prepared and like always being able to fuck up a nigga. And I know niggas be like, oh, prep time, but like even when the nigga doesn't have prep time, they just swear somehow he's just magically has the solution to every fucking problem. Either that or he gets bailed out by another nigga. Iron Man has never had that issue. Now while I haven't read Batman comics, I have dabbled in some Iron Man comics. A big fan of Iron Man. He's not my favorite superhero, but I am a big fan of Iron Man. People really do sleep on how this nigga Iron Man can throw hands. If we have to put it at a base level, obviously Batman's the better fighter, but even so, this nigga Iron Man, when he 1v2'd Bucky and Cap, this nigga almost won. And best believe, nigga, I was on my feet screaming, nigga. The only reason I say this is because when Iron Man was in a 1v2 and took his L, that nigga came back a realer nigga. Like I promise you, Iron Man in Infinity War would not have gotten beat by Cap and Bucky in Civil War. This nigga Batman, when he be fighting overpowered niggas or be getting jumped, he just has the solution in his back fucking pocket somehow. Like oh my gosh, oh Superman's with my ass, oh here's some kryptonite. Like nigga, bro, this nigga knows he does not always leave a fucking crib with his kryptonite on his shit, bro. Like be dead ass. I do also like the idea that powerless superheroes are always just like one step ahead of like power niggas, and it kind of really does make a real realistic standpoint to how a world with superheroes and regular people would work, like especially regular people who want to be heroes. The fact that they just be making these niggas like Batman and Iron Man like fucking Maharagam, like oh I'll give him prep time, I'll give him time to prepare, and they'll whoop your ass. It's kind of like crazy to me, but you know, I think it's cool, but at the same time it always is gonna have some fucking flaws. Now I'm sure there's a lot of things I said in this video that was like some people could call out and be like, oh yep, but I don't want to hear niggas in the comments like, oh my gosh, oh, you don't really know Batman. Shut the fuck up. I don't give a shit. I already said I don't be watching or reading the Batman comics, but I do want to hear what people think about this, so go ahead and drop what y'all think in the comments. Thank you for watching this. Please leave a like and follow, subscribe if you enjoyed, and then have a good one.